For the last week or so, we've been used, not for the last week, what am I saying? Sorry, let me start over. For the last 3 months or so, we've been literally seeing all the gains from June 2021 fade every single day, every single week, every single month on AMC. Down 18%, down 20%, down 8%, down. I mean, even when it's up, it's a fake breakout, right? And if you're sitting here being someone who bought around 60 or 50 or even $25 a share, well, now you're losing $10 per share on your investment. So I'm going to share with you something that comes in addition to what I already shared with you in latest videos these last days about we are due for a bounce, for a sharp bounce in AMC stock. And you don't want to miss that if you are not in AMC, or you sold, or you thought this might be the last, this might be the end. Well, because we have so many things, we have so many catalysts, we have so many facts, so many events that are happening in front of our eyes, and it is screaming AMC is due for a sharp bounce. Look, this company, all right, this company named Evercore. Evercore, it's an independent company, and they just named 26 meme stocks, excuse me, that are primed to recover in the weeks ahead as abject despair of risk assets fade after decline of up to 50%. In other words, the guy is saying that 26 of these stocks that media label them as meme, including AMC and GameStop, in the next coming weeks have a great high chances of rebounding pretty hard. Why? And by the way, this is a cool thing to see. Buy AMC stock. This is a plastered on a red truck driving around Tillery Street on downtown Brooklyn. That's in New York, US. So the meme stock, and by that I'm taking AMC as an example, have been literally like oversold. If you take the last 6 months or just this last month, you can see it's been literally brought down to the trash. Just last month only 32%. Last 6 months 54%. And year to date it's even worse, man. I mean, what happened? That's the thing. Nothing happened. Retail sector, I mean, retail investors are not selling, but we all know what is happening. And this guy is pointing to something really interesting here. He's saying what we're seeing in this period, based on how 2022 started, there is a high chances based on their analysis, based on the research, that there's going to be a meme stock comeback. He notes that when investors are this pessimistic, it's often a great opportunity to buy stocks because investors are way more pessimistic than they were in early 2020 when COVID was beginning to upend life around the world and to the economy down to the stair. Now, he compares you to what happened back in 2016, a period when investors were also bearish. The fact that we have strong earnings coming from companies like, the big tech giants, the oil industry guys, some of the retail sectors, I mean, it is still very likely that they're going to be the economy is still continue to show a strong signal of growth, meaning share prices of companies that are not inflated, that are not too high compared to the reality, are most likely to continue to grow and push the stock market with it. But when it comes to meme stocks, there is a specific ingredient that may see money flowing again into these stocks. He's pointing out to, if things settle down and investors conclude they've gotten too bearish, which I believe it's kind of the case, they will find that some of these meme stocks have turned into notable bargains, meaning they are on huge discount. I mean, are you kidding me? AMC at $15 a share? It's a huge bargain compared to even when it was trading around the 50s. All right. So we were talking about tripling your money. But he says there's going to be a new version of the same dynamic to send meme stocks skyrocketing in the first place. When retail investors got together and started pushing the share price higher, the results were spectacular, all right? So the following stocks are down at least 50% from their peaks early last year. AMC is even higher than that. AMC is around 83%. And the short interest against them, it's at least 10%. Well, with AMC, it's about 4, even 10 times this number of the size of the overall share float. Such stocks could be positioned to do a 180-degree turn should cooler heads prevail in the weeks ahead. Now, what is really very interesting here is that Evercore is not such as Goldman Sachs or Bank of America or Credit Suisse or another big bank, right? The JP Morgan. Why? Because this is an independent investment banking advisory firm founded in 1995. So not only they are independent, but this is a big firm. They have about 1,525 employees across the globe, and they made about $2.2 billion in revenue in 2020. This is a big company, but the fact that they are independent, they don't actually have to bow before somebody that they're using them as a puppet, even though this might be a naive view. But what I'm saying is, if these guys, which are not as big or are not as interconnected as the others, are also calling on meme stocks to rebound, then maybe it's time to listen not only to me, not to me because I'm a random guy doing videos on YouTube, but to actually some professional with a true research backing it. Now, I also told you last week that when you look at other assets like Bitcoin, these were, if you look at Bitcoin, it was so oversold that people started buying it back again because they saw an opportunity to start making money again. It was at a discount. So it's not going to be different for AMC. The money is going to flow back here and it's going to cause another dramatic, unimaginable highs, especially when you take into account on top of this, all the new rules, all the new regulations, and potentially Mr. Gary Gensler working with the White House to ban payment for order flow. You already know, right? You know where I'm going with it. So it's just a matter of patience, folks. It may not happen next week. It may not happen next month, but the writings are already on the wall.